Well, hey there. Welcome to day 244 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Confidence, growth, growing process. Step 7, which is to give in order to get. What the heck does that mean? Well, I'm a firm believer, and based on decades of experience, that what we put out into the world is what we get back. What we put into things is what we get back. It's actually called the law of reciprocity. It's a universal law. And it basically is like, how you treat other people is the treatment you're going to get back. How you and what you put into the world is what you're going to get back. So how can we use this to help us get the confidence growth goal that we've set for ourselves? Now, Amber's story is, of course, in Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page. So Guide 2, you can see her story because we've carried her story throughout the entire 7-step process. Now, mine is, I'm going to ask myself this question today and answer it. And that's our action today, is ask yourself, what can I give in order to help me get the confidence goal that I've set for myself as part of this process, or to just improve my overall confidence, faith in myself, belief that whatever I want to achieve, I can achieve, etc. And mine is, what can I give to get the confidence that I want? And what can I give and what am I giving in each difficult conversation I'm having? Because mine to increase my confidence in having those challenging, difficult conversations. I must say the one I need to practice right now is have polite political conversations. I don't know why, but every 4 years I get sucked into the presidential nonsense and all the political nonsense. And I try really hard not to comment at all on some platforms, but others I do. And it, depending on your beliefs, the truth is, I'm not going to convince anybody to believe what I believe, and they're not going to convince me to believe what they believe. So a lot of it is rhetoric, and what's the point of commenting on stuff unless it's, and the ones I get sucked into are the ones that I know are outright lies and manipulations that people are being brainwashed to believe. I am a firm believer in the fact that we need to all think for ourselves, but everything around us is designed to cause us to not pay attention to the things that people don't want us to pay attention to be manipulated, to be brainwashed. And it's across the board. It's based on what we choose to listen to has a huge impact on our lives. Who we choose to listen to has a huge impact on our lives, even at a subconscious level. And so I learned I'm just going to quickly share this so you understand why I'm talking about this. In the 1980s, when I first joined corporate America out of college, a few years into my tenure at Procter & Gamble, that was my first job out of college, they had an incredible training called Louis Tice training. It's personal development training that everybody signed up for and wanted to go to because it was one of the best training programs at the time of its kind. And it was a lot about mindset and beliefs and things that people talk about every day now, but it was pretty much never talked about, and those things weren't a part of the culture back in the 1980s. And I was fortunate enough to get invited to that training and participate in that. It was a week-long training course. And one of the things they did the first day was challenge us to turn off the news, turn off the media, not listen to any of it for the entire week that we were in the training. And I was smart enough to, or I don't know, young enough to go along with it. I turned everything off, didn't listen to any radio, any media, any television. This was back in the 1980s when journalism still had a modicum of truth to it and was actually the who, what, where, when, why, and how that shared the news stories and then let you think and determine and interpret it for yourself. Nowadays, it's all just manipulated, interpreted for you, slanted to get the most viewers, and usually negative news gets the most viewers, which is why sometimes we feel like the world is such a negative place. And it's not, right? It's not. I mean, the media paints this picture of America that we're all at each other's throats and we don't get along just because we don't agree politically. And that's just not the way it is. And bottom line is, it's about what's right for each of us as an individual. And that's what we each need to decide. And we're not going to badger or meme or cartoon anyone else into changing their beliefs, right? So I learned to turn the media off and think for myself. And to this day, I can remember on 9/11, we had the news on. It was working for an industrial bakery back then, and we turned the news and the televisions on, in the radio in my office, I think, for like the one and only time that we actually had it on, because it was one of those global impacts. I suppose if I would have been in corporate America during the pandemic, I would have probably participated in the media. But again, I picked and chose during the whole COVID pandemic what I was and who I was and was not going to listen to. And I think because of that, I got through that challenge less scathed than a lot of people did. Anyway, I'm digressing, but my whole point is, if you want to create something in the world, you need to give that to other people. And we're going to talk about that for Supersize Your Business today. But our action item today is simply think about, what can I give in order to get the confidence growth goal that I've set for myself? Because we can always give something. If I want to feel more confident, guess what I do? I help other people to feel more confident and help them grow in their confidence. If I want to make more money, then I find ways to help other people make money, and I find ways to help the people that I'm interacting with already to make more money and have a more abundant life. All right, any questions? Hit me up. Check out Amber's story. Share one thing that you can give in order to get the confidence growth you want. I'll tell you a little secret. The one thing we all can give, and it's absolutely free, is our attention. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are switching gears, and we're going to the Life Framework area of contribution. And it'll be a fun month. September's a fun month. And it's got a lot of changes with fall and everything coming, depending on where you live in the world. But contribution is an incredibly powerful topic to discuss, because it's all about, what are we putting out into the world? How do we give in order to get back what we want? All right, have a great day. Any questions, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.